Difficulty-wise, this is considered the hardest challenge in the entire game. It's the only 5-crown challenge, and it's on Bringer of Chaos, which is the hardest difficulty. Because of that, there's a lot of really interesting things you can do here. And I personally think the strategy for this is pretty awesome. So at first, one thing we want to do is charge up our party meter a little bit with Rex's level 2 here. And then once we have enough party meter and we have enough to safely kill all the enemies with Corbin's level 1, we're going to do that. Now you're going to notice that's not going to automatically fill up our party meter, so we're still going to have to get some in the next phase. But the thing is, all that really matters is that we get past phase 1 as soon as possible, because as long as we can get to phase 2 fast, then wave 3 and 4 will spawn a little bit faster and we can still save a little bit of time here. Now I have Omega Drive on Rex, so all I really have to do here is use some of Corbin's arts again on the Kuradol here and I'll be alright. Now while he is enraged, you're going to be unable to break him without overdrive, which is why we really need to get our party meter as fast as possible here. So once I'm able to accomplish that, I'm able to swap to Elma and start up overdrive. Now Twin Bearer autocannon Rage Strike's almost going to kill me, but Tora gets a clutch break just in time here. And we're going to get ready to set up our damage over time effect on the launch with Corbin's level 2. Now the thing about Kuradol is that he's not going to die before the next phase, so our allies are going to have to fight him while we fight the next phase. So we're going to prepare for that as much as we can in this phase. So what we want to do here is use Elma's level 2 twice while we have the time, and that is going to give us better overdrive count because of her 14-hit level 2 special and the fact that special hits increase the overdrive counter by 5. That's going to let us break more consistently, give us more damage overall, and just all around be very useful. Now Kuradol has a lot of break resistance, so we needed some luck in order to really complete this challenge here. So once again, I'm about to just charge up my level 2 one more time with Elm. We're going to use it one more time, and then we got to get some affinity on Mythra, so she's max affinity by the time phase 2 starts, or phase 3. Because I ended phase 1 and Kuradol spawned at about 28 seconds here, that means phase 3 is going to spawn at 158, which is a little earlier than last time I did this challenge because I did the Corbin method where I killed phase 1 faster. So our goal is to get the level 2 and max affinity right before that happens, and I end up getting max affinity just in time here. I'm able to target the Drage and use Mythra's level 2, and we are going to kill the soldier over in the corner. The sniper all the way on the other side of the stage is the main reason we have to use Mythra's level 2 here, because we got to kill that. And now we're stuck with just these Drages here, and we're going to use Elma to clear them as fast as possible. Now I messed up slightly here with my targeting and accidentally target this guy after targeting this guy, but that ends up not mattering at all later. And I'll explain why when we get there. You would normally think something like that would lose you a little bit of time, but thankfully, because of how this challenge works, it ends up being alright. So now I'm going to target the Muss. I'm going to use 4 arts on him to bring him down to about half health. And then I'm going to target the other one and use my level 3 special with Elma, and it's going to AoE both of them down. And that's going to end the final phase of enemies, and our last enemy after this is just going to be Kuradol. So, like I said, because of how the challenge works, it doesn't matter that I messed up slightly in phase 3, because once Kuradol dies, if he is the last enemy to die, the challenge ends. And since he died right after I killed the phase 4 enemies, then that means the timing was going to work out that way anyway, no matter what I did. And as such, that is a really good time. 244 on 9th Imperial Armored Division on Bringer of Chaos. Extremely happy with that time. It's the last challenge I plan to upload. And with this, I hold almost all of the challenge mode records at once. I'm just missing one of them, which I don't have a common blade for, so unfortunately I won't be able to get that one right now. But 71 out of 72 is not too bad, especially with what happened with the start. So, accessories here, they're about what you might expect. I've got a lot of supportive stuff on Morag and Tora, so they're able to consistently break and topple, launch, all that stuff. And on Rex, I've got Abyss Mask, Omega Drive, and Crimson Headband. 2 really good damage boosting items in Omega Drive so we can get our party meter as fast as possible in phase 2. I've got party meter gauge prioritized for my pouch items here along with art recharge. So I basically have Victory Smoothie and Hot Ruby steamed on all 3 of my drivers because it's just going to be our best option here. I've got spike defense on a lot of my drivers here just because Tyranitar Kuradol has a lot of spike damage. I think that's the Ardanian Kuradol actually. So it's going to be very important to use that in order to remain healthy, since our only form of health restoration is going to be the health pots that drop from the driver combos. Other than that, I'm optimized for doing as much damage as I possibly can. I have Dagas active in phase 1 in order to AoE all the enemies down as quick as possible. Spike defense on basically all my other drivers, so they're not taking too much damage because they need to be able to stay alive. Fast blade switch on Shulk and Mika, my common blade there, in order to get them to use their combos as much as possible. Cutie Pie set up with Dark Element just because that'll resist Doom if he's able to get Doom off on us, and we need to remain alive as much as we can. And that is 9th Imperial Armored Division on Bringer of Chaos in 244. I really hope you guys enjoyed these videos. I will be releasing some videos after this with some cool stats and showing the purpose of why I actually did all of this. So stay tuned. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.